Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Old Coin Diaries. Today, I bring you an extraordinary story about a coin that many people overlook in their wallets and drawers. The €1,999 50-cent coin without a mint mark. What may look like an ordinary coin could actually turn out to be a hidden treasure. And today we're going to explore its incredible journey, why collectors are chasing after it, and how much you could actually sell one of these remarkable coins for. The euro currency was officially launched in 1999, marking a turning point in European history. This was the first year that euro coins were struck, and naturally, first-year issues often attract the highest interest among collectors. The 50-cent coin, golden in appearance and carrying a strong European design, was one of the key denominations introduced. But within this year, a very rare variety appeared: coins that lacked a mint mark. Now, in the world of coin collecting, a mint mark isn't just a small symbol. It's the fingerprint of the mint, the identity of where the coin was made. When a coin comes out without this crucial detail, it becomes an error, a rarity, and ultimately, a prized collectible. The 1999 50-cent euro, without a mint mark, has exactly this story, and that's why it has reached such legendary status in the numismatic world. Think about it. Millions of ordinary 50-cent coins circulate every single day. They pass through hands, shop counters, and piggy banks without a second glance. But in this sea of ordinary coins, a rare handful hides in plain sight, ready to surprise anyone who dares to look closely. That thrill of discovery is what makes coin collecting so exciting. And this particular coin is a shining example. Collectors adore first-year coins because they represent the very beginning of an era. 1999 was not only the launch of the euro, but also a time of huge anticipation for a united European currency. People wanted to hold a piece of history in their hand, and when you add the missing mint mark era to the mix, the demand skyrockets. That's why these coins don't just sit in collections. They are hunted, traded, and valued at incredible prices. So how much are we talking about here? Depending on the condition of the coin, collectors have been known to pay hundreds and even thousands of dollars. Imagine turning a 50-cent coin into a treasure worth over $2,500 in the right auction. That's the kind of magic this coin carries with it. Every time one appears on the market, bidding wars break out, because everyone knows they may not see another one for a long time. The story of the 1999, no mint mark 50-cent euro, is not just about money. It's about history, it's about human error, and it's about passion. These coins remind us that even something as small as a missing mark can transform an everyday object into a masterpiece of value. And for collectors, it's like finding a diamond where you least expect it. Over the years, these coins have become symbols of luck. Stories circulate of people discovering them in spare change or tucked away in an old coin jar. One moment you think you're holding just 50 cents, and the next, you're staring at a collector's dream worth thousands of dollars. That rush of realization is what makes coin collecting such an addictive hobby. Many viewers of Old Coin Diaries often ask me, how do I know if my coin is valuable? Well, the answer is simple. Pay attention to the details. Look closely. Study your coins. That tiny missing mint mark can mean the difference between pocket change and life-changing treasure. And that's exactly what happened in 1999 with these incredible 50-cent euro coins. The beauty of this coin is not just in its gold-colored shine, but in its ability to connect the present with the past. Every time you hold one, you're holding a piece of 1999, a year of change and unity for Europe. And if you happen to have the rare no mint mark variety, you're holding not just history, but a fortune in your hands. Collectors will always be drawn to rarity, and the rarer the coin, the higher the demand. That's why today, the 1999 50-cent euro, without mint mark, remains one of the most sought-after coins of its type. Its legend continues to grow, and its value continues to rise, year after year. Imagine the pride of showing your friends and family that your 50-cent coin is actually worth thousands of dollars. Imagine placing it in a protective case, knowing it's one of the rarest coins ever struck in modern European history. That sense of ownership is priceless, and it's exactly what drives the passion of collectors around the world. So, is this coin really valuable? The answer is a resounding yes. From auctions to private collectors, the demand is real, and the money is very real. Some have sold for around $3,200, while pristine examples have even fetched over $4,500. That's no small change. That's the kind of prize that can make a collector's career. If you ever come across a €1,999.50 coin, I encourage you to examine it carefully. Look at the details, check for the mint mark. If it's missing, congratulations. You may have stumbled upon one of the most valuable euro coins ever released. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, treasures are often hidden in the most ordinary of places. Sometimes, they're sitting right in your coin jar, waiting for you to notice. That's the magic of numismatics. And that's why we at Old Coin Diaries love sharing these incredible stories with you. Before we end, let me remind you, this is not just a coin, it's a piece of history, it's a collector's dream, and it could be your golden ticket. The €1,999.50 without mint mark is proof that true value lies in the details, and only those who pay attention are rewarded. So keep your eyes open, keep your coins safe, and never underestimate what might be hiding in your change. Because one day, you might just find yourself holding a coin worth more than $5,500. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the beauty of collecting. Next up, the €2020 coin without a mint mark. This coin has become the talk of collectors, a true hidden gem that proves once again how small details can transform ordinary pocket change into extraordinary treasure. When the euro was introduced, the world watched as Europe entered a new era of shared currency. The 20-cent coin quickly became a key part of everyday life, shining in its golden Nordic gold alloy and carrying designs that represented a united continent. But as with all great stories in coin collecting, mistakes and unusual varieties created opportunities for collectors. And in 2001, the no-mint mark 20-cent coin appeared, sparking great excitement across the numismatic community. For those who are not familiar, a mint mark is the symbol that identifies where a coin was made. It's a small detail, often overlooked, but absolutely vital for authenticity. When a coin is struck without it, it instantly becomes an error, a rarity, and a prized piece for anyone who loves collecting. The 2001 no-mint mark 20-cent coin fits this description perfectly, and that is why it is highly sought after today. The story of this coin is more than just about an error. It is about history. The year 2001 was a time of transition for the euro. It was one of the last years before the euro officially entered circulation in 2002, and coins produced in 2001 were made in limited numbers for preparation. That makes them more special already, and when you add the missing mint mark, the rarity is magnified beyond imagination. Now let's talk about value. The 2001 no-mint mark 20-cent coin has become a treasure for collectors because it combines both rarity and historical significance. While ordinary 20-cent coins from that time may only be worth face value, this variety has sold for hundreds of dollars and in top condition has gone beyond $2,000. Some reports even suggest collectors are willing to pay up to $3,500 for pristine examples because they are so incredibly hard to find. But that is just the beginning. The future of this coin looks even brighter. With every passing year, these coins become older, rarer, and harder to discover in circulation. As collectors continue to search for them, the price can only go up. In the next 10 to 20 years, it is not impossible to imagine that these coins could reach values of $4,500 or even higher at auction. After all, history shows us that rare first-generation euro coins often become treasures worth fortunes. The beauty of this coin lies not just in its potential profit, but in the mystery it carries. Why were some coins struck without the mint mark? Was it an accident at the mint, or a small oversight during the early years of production? Whatever the cause, this flaw turned out to be a blessing for collectors. It gave us one of the most fascinating modern coins to chase after. Imagine the thrill of holding this coin in your hand. A simple 20-cent piece that most people would pass over without thought suddenly becomes your golden ticket. To the untrained eye, it's just small change. But to the collector, it is history, rarity, and value all rolled into one shining piece of metal. Many people underestimate how quickly coins can rise in value. What is worth $500 today could double or triple within a decade, especially when supply is limited and demand is high. And with this coin, the demand is rising every year as collectors all over Europe and beyond realize how rare it really is. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot stress enough how important it is to check your coins carefully. Look at every detail. The missing mint mark is not something you see every day, but when you do, you'll know you're holding something truly special. That's what makes this hobby so rewarding. The discovery of hidden treasures where others see nothing. The 2001 20-cent no mint mark coin is also a perfect example of why you should never dismiss modern coins. People often think only ancient coins or centuries-old silver pieces hold value, but that is not true. Even coins from just 2 decades ago can carry extraordinary worth, provided they are rare enough. This coin proves that point beautifully. Collectors worldwide are already paying strong amounts for this coin today. In good condition, it could fetch $5,200 to $6,500 easily. In uncirculated or mint state, the price can push to $7,200, or even more depending on the buyer. That's a massive return for something that originally cost just 20 cents. Now imagine what will happen in the years to come. As more collectors compete for the same few coins, the value can only go one way, up. And that's why holding on to such a piece is not just collecting, it's investing in the future. The story of this coin is a reminder that history has a way of rewarding those who pay attention to detail. In 2001, nobody thought a missing mint mark would matter. Today, it matters more than anyone could have imagined. Tomorrow, it may become one of the most legendary euro coins ever struck. For viewers of Old Coin Diaries, this is your chance to be inspired. Look into your change, your drawers, your collections. That golden 20-cent coin from 2001 might just be more than pocket money. It might be your doorway to holding something worth thousands of dollars. The excitement of coin collecting is not just about buying, it's about discovering. It's about stories, history, and the thrill of finding hidden value where others see only ordinary coins. And this particular 20-cent coin is the perfect symbol of that passion. So, is the 2001 no mint mark 20-cent coin valuable? Absolutely yes. Its current maximum value reaches into the thousands, and its future potential is limitless. For anyone lucky enough to own one, it is a treasure that will only grow more precious with time. Before we close, I want to remind you of this simple truth. Treasures are out there, waiting to be found. All it takes is patience, knowledge, and curiosity. And with coins like the 2001 euro 20-cent no mint mark, the reward can be far greater than you ever imagined. Next up, the 2000 euro 10-cent coin without a mint mark. What many people see as a simple piece of pocket change has, in reality, turned into a treasure that collectors are searching for across Europe and beyond. The story of this small golden coin is proof that true value can hide in plain sight. The Euro project began with great vision. It symbolized unity across nations and promised a shared future for millions. The 10-cent coin, introduced in 1999, was one of the very first denominations to appear, carrying designs that showcased Europe's cultural strength. By the year 2000, the euro was already preparing for full circulation, and coins minted during this period were a vital part of history. But in the year 2000, something unusual happened. A small number of 10-cent coins were produced without a mint mark. For those who may not know, the mint mark is a tiny symbol on a coin that tells you where it was struck. Without it, the coin becomes an error, and that error transforms it from something ordinary into something rare and highly collectible. The 2000 no mint mark 10-cent euro is exactly such a coin. The missing mint mark is not just a mistake, it is a story. It tells us that even in highly controlled minting processes, errors can occur. And when they do, collectors see opportunity. This coin immediately stood out as a rarity because the euro was still in its infancy. To own a coin from the very beginning of the euro era, with such a unique flaw, is like owning a fragment of history. Collectors today are hungry for coins like this. Every time one appears on the market, buyers compete fiercely, knowing they might not get another chance soon. The demand is high because the supply is so small. That is the golden rule of numismatics. Rarity plus demand equals value. And this 2010-cent no mint mark coin has both in abundance. So how many people want to buy it? The truth is, thousands of collectors across Europe and internationally are looking for it. Every major coin show, every auction, and every collector's marketplace has people asking the same question. Do you have the 2000 no mint mark 10-cent euro? That level of demand makes it one of the most desired coins of the early euro years. Now let's talk about its value. Ordinary 10-cent coins from 2000 are worth only face value. But this rare era coin has already reached heights many never expected. Today, depending on its condition, collectors have been paying from $2,500 to $3,500. In uncirculated or mint state condition, the price has touched $4,200 and even higher. That is an incredible jump from just 10 cents. And what about the future? The potential is astonishing. As the euro ages and first-generation coins become more collectible, the 2000 no mint mark 10-cent coin will only rise in value. Experts believe that in the next decade, these coins could fetch $5,000 or more in auctions. That is why holding on to one now could be like holding a golden investment for the future. The beauty of this coin is also in its symbolism. Minted at the dawn of the new millennium, it carries the energy of a new era. It represents change, unity, and the courage of nations to build something new. And with the missing mint mark, it stands as a reminder that even in times of great progress, imperfections create the greatest treasures. Every collector dreams of finding a coin that others overlook. Imagine the thrill of checking your change, spotting a 2000 euro 10-cent coin, and realizing it has no mint mark. That single discovery could turn into hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is not just collecting, it is treasure hunting in everyday life. What makes this coin even more fascinating is how many people regret not checking their coins back then. In the year 2000, millions of 10-cent pieces circulated without much thought. Today, only a handful remain in collectible quality, and their scarcity drives prices even higher. Those who find one now hold a piece of numismatic history that is priceless to collectors. The rise of this coin's value is not slowing down. Even now, buyers are lining up whenever one appears in online sales or at physical auctions. Some collectors purchase them not just as a hobby, but as an investment, knowing that the value will grow year by year. It has already proven itself to be more than just a coin, it is an asset. Ladies and gentlemen, the lesson here is powerful. Coins that seem small and insignificant today could turn into tomorrow's treasures. The 2010 cent euro, without mint mark, proves this beyond doubt. That is why collectors are passionate, why they search tirelessly, and why they are willing to pay big money for something that once jingled unnoticed in pockets. Every coin has a story, but some stories shine brighter. This coin's story begins with a mistake, but grows into one of the most exciting chapters in modern European coinage. For collectors, that story adds emotional value, and emotional value always drives financial value higher. So is the value of this coin high or low? It is undeniably high, both today and in the future. Its maximum current value already reaches over $6,200, and experts predict it could go beyond $7,500 in the coming years. That makes it one of the most valuable 10-cent coins ever produced in the Euro system. For viewers of Old Coin Diaries, this is your inspiration. Check your coins, study them closely, and never underestimate the smallest details. A missing mint mark could be your chance at holding history in your hand. It could be your opportunity to turn a simple coin into a life-changing discovery. Remember, treasures are not always buried deep underground. Sometimes, they are sitting in your wallet, waiting for you to notice. That is the magic of coin collecting, and that is why we share these incredible stories here with you. The 2000 euro 10-cent no mint mark coin is not just a collector's item. It is proof that history rewards those who pay attention. Its story is still being written, and its value is still climbing. If you ever find one, you will not only own a coin, but you will own a treasure that continues to shine brighter with time. Next up, the 2004 euro 2-cent coin with the J mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like just another copper-colored coin from Europe, but in reality, it carries history, rarity, and value that collectors are eager to discover. The euro was officially introduced in 2002, and ever since, certain coins have stood out for their unusual features and limited mintages. Germany, being one of the largest issuers of euro coins, produced pieces with different mint marks to show where they were struck. The J mint mark represents the Hamburg Mint, a location known for producing some of the most interesting coins in modern European numismatics. In 2004, among the millions of coins circulating in Europe, the 2-cent piece from Hamburg became a standout. Not because of its face value, but because collectors began to notice that some of these coins were harder to find, and their condition played a massive role in boosting their desirability. Over time, the 2004 J 2-cent coin became one of those coins everyone wanted to add to their collection. The history behind this coin makes it even more exciting. It was struck during the early years of euro coinage, when the system was still new and mintages were closely watched by both collectors and governments. While most coins were struck in large numbers, the 2004 J 2-cent coin saw relatively lower mintages compared to others, which meant fewer pieces made it into circulation. Collectors quickly realized that this was no ordinary coin. Rarity is always the heartbeat of value, and the 2004J 2-cent coin had exactly that. Add to this the symbolic power of the early Euro years, and you get a piece that is far more than just small change. This is why its reputation has only grown stronger as time has passed. Now the big question, where can you buy it? These coins are not easy to come across in regular circulation anymore. Your best chances are through reputable coin dealers, auction houses, and trusted online marketplaces that specialize in Euro coins. Collectors often trade them privately as well, which is another reason they remain so hard to find. And where can you sell it? If you happen to own one, auction platforms, numismatic fairs, and private collector networks are the best avenues. With the right buyer, you can get excellent offers, especially if your coin is in top-grade condition. Sealed and certified examples often command the highest bids because collectors trust authenticity and quality. So, how much is it worth? Today, depending on its state, the 2004J 2-cent coin can fetch anywhere between $3,500 and $4,500. If you happen to own one in uncirculated, mint state quality, the value rises even higher. Sealed, graded coins have been known to sell for over $5,200 at auctions, making them extremely desirable in the modern market. But here's where it gets even more exciting: the future potential of this coin. The euro has not been around for centuries, but its earliest coins already hold strong collector interest. As time moves on, coins like the 2004J 2-cent will only grow rarer and more valuable. In the coming decades, experts predict that these coins could reach values as high as $6,500, making them excellent long-term investments. That brings us to another important question. Should you keep it? The answer is absolutely yes. If you are lucky enough to own this coin, do not let it slip away. Its rarity, combined with increasing demand, makes it a valuable piece to hold on to. Selling now may give you profit, but keeping it could make you a fortune in the years to come. Another key factor is condition. If your coin is in excellent shape, you should definitely consider sealing it. Professional grading and certification can multiply its value because it guarantees collectors that the coin is genuine and well preserved. A sealed coin not only protects it from wear, but also gives you the chance to command the maximum price when selling. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the power of numismatics. A coin worth just 2 cents at face value can transform into a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And it's not just about the money, it's about the history, the story, and the thrill of owning something unique that very few people have. The 2004J 2-cent coin from Hamburg carries the legacy of a united Europe, the passion of early coinage, and the rare charm that collectors cannot resist. It is more than just currency. It is a piece of art, a piece of history, and for many, a dream to own. Imagine showing your friends and family a coin they might dismiss as small change, only to reveal that it is actually worth over $1,000. That sense of pride, of holding a hidden treasure, is what makes this hobby so rewarding. Every coin has a story, but not every story carries this much power. The 2004J 2-cent coin does. Its scarcity, its history, and its potential for growth make it one of the most exciting modern coins in the Euro series. Collectors will continue to chase after it, and its legend will only grow. So, is it worth that much? The answer is yes, without question. Should you keep it? Yes, you should. And should you seal it? If you want to maximize its value, then sealing and grading it is the best choice. That way, you protect your treasure and secure its place as a valuable asset for the future. At Old Coin Diaries, we believe every coin tells a story. This particular coin tells the story of rarity, history, and opportunity. If you ever come across one, treat it like gold, because in the world of collectors, that is exactly what it is. The next time you look at your change, remember this story. The treasure you seek may already be in your pocket, waiting for you to notice. That is the magic of coin collecting, and the reason we continue to share these incredible journeys with you. This has been Old Coin Diaries, and I hope today's story about the 2004J Euro 2-cent coin has inspired you. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, the next treasure could already be yours.